Millions across the world waking up to the first day without Queen Elizabeth II on the throne.
The whole situation at the moment doesn't make sense. I mean, we've been waiting for it, but we never really wanted it to happen, ever.
The Queen leaving behind a lasting legacy after leading for 70 years.
The Queen was everything I'd grown up with. She was iconic.
I was called Sally Elizabeth because I was born in the year of the coronation.
A sense of sadness sweeping across the nation after the news.
Queen Elizabeth II was the rock on which modern Britain was built.
Now her son, Prince Charles, turning into a king. Complete coverage as the world remembers a royal. And we want to give you a live look at Buckingham Palace right now. This is a site where people stay throughout the night, praying, laying flowers, and remembering the Queen.
Speaking of overnight, black cabs line the Mall in London. Take a look at this, stopping traffic for a touching tribute to the Queen. They lined up outside Buckingham Palace, keeping their lights on. The Queen was a frequent user of the black cabs in London. And back in the States, a makeshift memorial is growing outside the UK Embassy in Washington, D.C. Mourners left flowers throughout the night at that location.
It's already a difficult day throughout the world as we begin the process of saying goodbye to the Queen.
And we know today that King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla will be making their way back to London to address the nation, a nation that is looking towards closure. Outside London's Buckingham Palace, a large crowd sang Britain's national anthem. Across the nation, Britons are looking back on the life and legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's 7 decades on the throne.
And we've all known just one queen. She's a person we've always looked up to somehow.
After the news of her death at age 96, countless people from around the world turned up here at the Queen's primary residence, Windsor Castle. They are still coming this morning, bringing flowers, notes, and heavy hearts.
She led this country with great reverence and duty and respect and honor, and I just don't know if there would be another like her.
Queen Elizabeth ruled through 15 prime ministers, from Winston Churchill to the newly elected Liz Truss. The Queen's passing Thursday at her Balmoral Castle, her summer home in Scotland, instantly elevated her son Charles to the throne as King Charles III.
She was a great lady.
In Washington, President Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden paid their respects and signed a condolence book at the British Embassy. The American flag flew at half-staff at the White House and the U.S. Capitol in honor of the Queen. New York's Empire State Building was bathed in purple and silver light. Back in London, even Mother Nature paid a colorful tribute with a double rainbow over Buckingham Palace just before the Queen's death was announced. And overnight, we learned more details about Operation Unicorn, the plan following Queen Elizabeth's death in Scotland. Now, her body will be taken by royal train to Edinburgh, where she will lie in place at the Palace of Holyrood House. Now, that is considered the Queen's official residence, according to a UK newspaper. Now, under the plans, the late monarch's coffin will then make a final 5-hour journey back to London by royal train. The Queen's body will be taken to the throne room at Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth's body will be laid to rest inside Windsor Castle's King George VI Memorial Chapel, with the body of her late husband, Prince Philip, being moved so that she can join him. Now, in total, this will be a 10-day mourning period. Well, right now, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle are honoring Queen Elizabeth II. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex transformed their Archwell Foundation's website to a single black page that you see on the screen, reading in loving memorial Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, 1926 to 2022. The rest of the site's functionality has been disabled.
And here's a live look at the White House, where flags are flying at half-staff, remembering the royal. Flags on the Capitol complex are also flying the same. President Biden and the First Lady went to the British Embassy in D.C. yesterday afternoon to sign a condolence book. And this morning we're getting our first look at what he signed. The president remembers a monarch who defined an era and witnessed 7 decades of unprecedented human advancement and the forward march of human dignity. And this morning, people here in Pittsburgh are paying honor to the Queen. Our Bryant Reed picks up our coverage now this morning. Bryant?
Lindsay, as the longest reigning monarch, many grew up with Queen Elizabeth. Here locally, as you mentioned, British-themed places and events are all mourning her death differently and planning to, one way or another, honor the Queen. Now, it just so happens that Britsburg has been in Pittsburgh this past week, and their co-founder, Robert Charlesworth, grew up in Britain and says that he's going to remember the Queen as somebody who was always willing to embrace new things and was never political. In fact, he says that the festival was started in her honor 7 years ago when she became Britain's longest ruling monarch. He says that he's spoken to the Queen and she has wished the city of Pittsburgh and the event itself success in all of their endeavors in the past. Meanwhile, people are wondering what comes next and what exactly her death means throughout the world. Take a listen.
For somebody who plays such an ever-present part in my own teaching and in my own research and writing, it's a really sad day. I think the more interesting part for Americans will be the degree to which Britain either embraces or to a certain extent rejects now king. This is the moment that Charles has been waiting for decades now.
Now, people are expected to be buzzing about the Queen's death for weeks to come. Britsburg says they hope to hold a memorial in her honor, and Charlesworth says that they thought about canceling the Britsburg event, but says from his previous conversations with the Queen, he knows that's not something that she would want. Reporting, I'm Bryant Reed, KDKA News.
Bryant, thank you. And our news team is dedicated to bringing you all the newest developments from across the pond as the world mourns Her Majesty. And you can find coverage on air on our website, KDKA.com, and inside the CBS Pittsburgh app.